Little known indigenous grape varieties and traditional winemaking methods seem to be all the rage, and nowhere more so than in Italy. This week we head in the direction of Venice to sample a Marzemino. Ever heard of it? No? That makes two of us. But it's coming right up. Hi guys, welcome to yet another edition of Big on Wine, the show which, as always, brings you news, clues and reviews. Indeed, it tries to keep you up to speed with just about everything that's happening in the world of wine. And my wine of the week for this week is indeed from Italy and from close to Venice, and it's this one here. It goes under the name of Zanovello, Calustra Belvedere Marzemino, and the vintage is 2018. And this wine comes in for a price of just under €17 a bottle where I am. All right, the wine had a long name. Let's see if we can break it down for you. Zanovello is the family name. Calustra is the winery. Belvedere is the name of the wine, and Marzemino is the grape variety in question. All right, we're talking about a wine here produced on a relatively small vineyard, situated roughly 65 kilometers southwest of Venice. Faido di Cinto Eugenio is in fact the name of the place, and this particular winery, and it's also a working farm, was established in 1977 by the Zanovello family. Now, they believe very much in traditional winemaking, spontaneous fermentation, no clarification, and very little in the way of sulfites. So not quite a natural wine, but very much in that direction. The grape variety is also interesting here. It's the Marzemino, which is a traditional northeast Italian red variety. Not entirely easy to grow. It's late ripening, and it's also susceptible to various diseases. And the wine is traditionally very, very dark in colour and plummy in taste. Okay, so that's the backstory here. Certainly in terms of colour, we are faced with a very kind of dark, inky red wine. It's often used in blends, but here we've got it as a single variety wine with 13.5% alcohol. All right, let's turn our attention now to the wine itself, take a look at it in the glass, and as we can see, it does indeed have that look to it. It has a dark ruby, purplish ruby colour to it, with rather a kind of an intense inky kind of consistency as well. So far so good. That follows the pattern. All right, let's try it in the nose and see what we can find. This is going to be interesting because, of course, this wine has been treated minimally with chemicals. So we should get, perhaps, in essence, a rather different impression of the wine to those which are kind of produced in the normal manner. So could be some surprises here. All right, here we go. Now, not too different from the norm, I have to say. The overriding impression in the nose immediately is of red berries. Very, very nice red berries. Let's put a name to those berries if we can. I would be saying the first one up is undoubtedly cherry, sour cherry, very much to the fore here. Not so much the plum, sour cherry is the first one. And it also has, in addition, something kind of green and herby in the nose as well. Rather nice. Maybe even, I don't know, could we call it a touch of leather in there as well, a bit leathery, but it's the sour cherry, which is the predominant aroma in the nose. Very, very appealing, very nice indeed. All right, let's try it now in the mouth and see how we get on. I'm looking forward to this. Here we go. I've never tried the Marzemino grape before. This is the first time for everything. Here we go. First impressions in the mouth. A nice acid in this wine. Solid acidity. Now this is a young wine, of course, so it'll probably mellow over time. This is the 2018 vintage, so it's a couple of years old. A nice acidity. A wine which I think will be nice to go with food. It's cleaning the mouth very nicely indeed. Medium tannins, definitely there, but by no means aggressive at all. So medium in terms of tannins, a little bit of dryness in the mouth after that first impression. Let's try another swig. Yes, it's rather unusual with definitely acidity to the fore. Let's try and work out what we're getting in terms of flavours that are creating that impression. Less of the cherry now in the mouth. The cherry is certainly there, but it's much more a kind of a redcurrant flavour, which I'm getting here. Maybe even some plum, some ripe plum, redcurrant, definitely redcurrant. I would put my money on redcurrant there. And of course cherry as well. So a nice combination. It certainly in the mouth has that herbiness. And also a certain toastiness as well. And it's a full-bodied wine. It's extremely good. It certainly has a character all of its own, but it's not that different from your kind of run-of-the-mill reds from the Veneto area of Italy. So definitely a characterful wine, this one. All right, now, what kind of temperature should we be serving this wine at? Well, I think this kind of wine, it's a young, full-bodied but medium tannin red, can easily be put in the fridge for an hour or so, half an hour or so before serving. I think this wine here is probably around the 16 or 17 degree mark. That would seem to me to be about the right temperature for this wine. What are we going to be enjoying it with? Well, I would say that this is a pretty good all-rounder, in fact. Very, very nice with food, not too heavy, but certainly extremely flavorful. Red berries, particularly the cherry and the red currant, a touch of plum. I think this is a wine that will go with just about any kind of dark meat, stews, casseroles, but general purpose wine, this would not be out of place with pasta or chicken dishes at all. All right. Now that was a surprise. That was something different. I really looking forward to that, and I wasn't disappointed. Let's bring you the heads up on this one. This is Zanovello, Calustra, Belvedere, Marzemino. The vintage is 2018. It's a red wine from the Veneto region, originating from just west of Venice. It's different. It's packed with red berries. It has a wonderful toastiness, a touch of the farmyard about it, minimal chemical treatment. Love it or hate it? Well, I love it. It's certainly well done, worth a try, and from me gets 4 stars out of 5. Okay folks, many thanks for tuning in and checking out this week's video. And of course this was a little introduction to a wine with a difference, a Marzemino, all the way from the Veneto region of Italy. Nice stuff indeed. Okay, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard, then please do feel free to give us a big thumbs up. Yep, give us a like, we do enjoy getting those. Drop a comment down below, share the video around to your heart's content. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do consider doing so. While you're about it, why not hit that bell icon down below and you'll be informed about all future uploads. And naturally, I'll be back again next week with another great wine of the week for you. But until we meet again, This is Tony Melville signing off and saying, hey, take care out there, be good to each other, enjoy your wines, and cheers.